Hello, this is David Reevy from the Denton SEO Experts. Welcome to our local SEO review of Dad & Sons Plumbing. In this video, we will look at how Dad & Sons Plumbing is showing up in Google for relevant searches performed in the Denton, Texas area. Here are the keywords we will be testing. These were obtained using the Google Keyword Planner with the geo-targeting set to Denton, Texas. The spreadsheet containing the keywords also shows the average monthly searches, the suggested bid value, and results from 3 search types: Google, mobile, and maps. The suggested bid value is what Google AdWords advertisers are bidding on that search in order to have their ads show up at the top of the screen. When a keyword has suggested bid value, that is a strong indication it has buyer intent behind it, because advertisers track conversions and soon stop bidding on keywords that do not convert. The results for each search is saved under the Google, Mobile, and Maps column. If there is nothing entered in that place, then that means they were not found in the top 50 for that particular search. To the right of that is recorded whether they showed up in the local or the organic results. Let's look at the difference between the local and organic searches. Here are the search results a customer received when searching for commercial plumbing while in Denton, Texas. Dad & Sons Plumbing captured the #1 spot for this search. Looking at the search results, we first have our sponsored ads. This is where people bid to get clicks. Below that, we have the local search pack, also known as the snack pack and 3-pack. Google shows this when it determines a search has local intent. Below the local search pack are the organic listings. It is in the local search pack, though, that we want to show up because tests show that the #1 listing in the local search pack will receive 40% of the click. Looking at the ranking report, we can see that Google displays local pack results for most of the keywords. Dad & Sons Plumbing only shows up in the local pack for 3 keywords: commercial plumbing, affordable plumbing, and 24-hour plumbing. For all the other searches, they only rank organically and are nowhere close to page 1. One saving grace is for searches done using Google Maps. They show in the top 10 for about 10 additional searches. I recorded these values in the keyword spreadsheet so we could better see what opportunities are being missed. All these searches marked in red are searches where Dad & Sons Plumbing are not showing up for the customer. Those are missed opportunities. I count over 800 monthly searches where Dad & Sons Plumbing is not showing up. If Dad & Sons Plumbing landed the #1 spot for 20% of those 800 searches, that would be 160 additional searches a month. If 40% of those searches resulted in the customer clicking their listing, that would be 64 new leads a month. Remember, these people are using search phrases that have buying intent. These people need a plumber and could become new customers for Dad & Sons Plumbing if they showed up in the local 3-pack on those searches. Let's look at why they are not showing up in more local searches. To do that, we will use the Google My Business report. The Google My Business report will show us how Dad & Sons Plumbing compares to the top 10 listings for 5 searches. It will also show us metrics for each competitor. It tells us if their Google My Business listing is verified, how many citations they have, the percentage of how many top citations a business has, and these can also all be found at the bottom of the report in the citation matrix. Then it shows us the citation authority. This is a measure of the quality of citations each business has. The links and linking domains are the number of backlinks and root domains that SEO Moz shows the site to have. Majestic Seaflow, which is a link-related score provided by Majestic SEO. It is based on the volume of inbound links that a site has. The review count is the number of reviews on the Google My Business profile. Star rating is the average rating, and then we have the number of photos and the category the business is listed under. Looking at these metrics, the weak point for Dad & Sons Plumbing appears to be domain authority. They need more backlinks. But how did they get the #1 spot for commercial plumbing? If we visit their site, we will find they have a page optimized for the phrase commercial plumbing. And according to Moz's 2017 local search ranking factors, on-page signals is the third most influential metric. So despite the low domain authority, Dad & Sons Plumbing was able to grab the #1 spot for commercial plumbing by having a page optimized for that search. It is possible that they could rank for many of those other keywords they are missing by building content optimized for those keywords. I would do both, build more content and implement a backlinking strategy to build the domain authority. There are many backlinking strategies for developing quality backlinks that follow Google Webmaster Guidelines. My method is to find potential partners for backlinks using an SEO program called SpyFu. SpyFu has a great backlink outreach feature. Give SpyFu a keyword and it will come back with a list of sites ranking well for that keyword that also link out to other sites. I found this plumbing and mechanical magazine just now that has strong domain metrics. Using SpyFu, I have access to lots of great contact info. Seeing there on Twitter, I would follow them and help promote their tweets by retweeting them. I would have an auto reply set up that invited people to visit my site and read the articles I have about plumbing. This process could be automated by setting a bot to automatically tweet any of their tweets that have at least 2 retweets already. Another bot could be set to favorite any tweets found with a plumbing hashtag that others have already favorited. This method of automation with Twitter works very well and is within Twitter's acceptable use guidelines. Well, that concludes my local visibility report for Dad & Sons Plumbing. Based on the searches we tested, they are coming up in the local results for only 3 search phrases. We found over 800 searches where they are not showing up in the local results at all. Investing in building more content that is optimized for those searches and obtaining more quality backlinks would greatly improve their visibility for those searches. If Dad & Sons Plumbing landed the #1 spot for 20% of those 800 searches, that would be 160 additional searches a month. If 40% of those searches resulted in the customer clicking their listing, that would be 64 new leads a month. And remember, these people are using search phrases that have buying intent. These people need a plumber and could be the new customers for Dad & Sons Plumbing if they showed up in the local 3-pack on those searches. Thank you for watching, and remember, links to the reports are below, along with a link to try out Brightlocal, a powerful reporting platform for SEO professionals who need accurate local SEO data for single and multi-location clients. Brightlocal is also suitable for small businesses that want to do their own SEO.